Hello guys, today I will debunk Sonic cosmology, so let's start. Let's see now. This guy said that Atom from Archie Comics contain infinite-sized universe. However, in this scan, it say that this ray will shrink tails into infinity. And in the second scan, they show how a human shrink smaller than atoms. I don't actually understand. How would this prove how atom is infinite in size? But I am pretty sure that human is way bigger than atom. And since atom is infinite in size, somehow human would even be bigger. But this scan prove how human become smaller, and infinity can't get smaller. So you can say that he meant that tails will be infinitely small. Saying that atom is still infinite will get debunked by the fact that human are bigger than atoms, and human can get shrinked, which isn't infinite. Okay, he now showed a proof that atom does contain universes. However, this scan say that Sonic became smaller, that he entered a universe smaller than atom, which doesn't prove that every atom in the verse countin universe, just one atom does, and you claiming it to be universe in size just BCS. It's called universe, then this falls under name fallacy, and maybe you think it's universal. BCS, it's infinite in size, which I debunked before, since infinity can't get shrinked, and yet you didn't show proof that every atom count an infinite amount of universe. This scan literally say that there is millions of multiverses, which is finite amount of multiverses and not infinite. This scan is true. However, it doesn't add anything at all, but you can still see how he used the word worlds, and there is pic of planets. So you can argue that he was talking about planets. This scan is also true, but it doesn't change anything. CZ, this vid is using the atom being high outerversal, and since I debunked it, anything else he would show wouldn't matter. This shit will just be 5-6D at the best. This reality just scale above the universe or the multiverse, which are 4-5D. For this one, I already made a video explaining how Solaris is just 5D at the best, and showed a scan proof that Sonic 06 isn't even canon. Here is the scan. So Gameman Archie Sonic doesn't have the same cosmology. Welp, I will explain how this statement is invalid. Sega have said that everything is canon, and after that, they start to make some games non-canon like Sonic 06 and Sonic Dash, which mean they lied. And since Sega contradiction with itself, this will make this statement invalid. There is nothing to debunk here, so I'll go to the next argument. You can say that this scan is hyperbolic as well, and you can't even argue that infinity isn't stronger than Solaris because Solaris isn't canon to Sonic. Okay, now, what kind of drugs you were smoking when making this argument? First of all, this scan is invalid. It's literally say that Phantom Ruby can create universes with space and time like the Null Space, and the Null Space doesn't have space or time. And since this scan is contradicts himself in telling some wrong fact, then you can't say it's valid. If that wasn't enough, I have made a debunk about Null Space. So, there is a dialogue in Null Space. We hear Sonic talking, which mean that there is sound generating from him. Sound need matter to move trough, and matter is anything that occupies space. And space can't exist without time. So since space exists, then time do as well. And dimensionless void doesn't count in time. And since null space does count in time, then this means that null space isn't dimensionless. For the funny part, this man said that infinity created Metropolis, and Metropolis is closed from other dimension. However, this scene we're talking about null space and not Metropolis. And I have already debunked null space being close to low outer, and this part will be ignored since Sonic 06 isn't canon, and the other shit is only abilities, things, which would change anything I have mentioned. And BW, this scan doesn't scale anywhere, just BCS, a character have some writer power. doesn't mean it can defeat any other character in instant. This counts as a plot manipulation. And here is it. Limitations. So it's just a weak argument. But wait, this man made another video. Let's check it. I already debunked those scans. So the atom is hyperversal. This scan doesn't prove that there is infinite universes. In the verse, it literally say, it's safe to say that the universes we found aren't the only ones. OD structure exists in dreams. Wow, okay, so this get misunderstood by almost everyone. The dreams that come when people sleep isn't the dreams that are part of the imaginary world. They were talking about how dreams can get fulfilled, and how people life trough every day to make it true. They were talking about people wishes, like what they want in the future, like becoming pilot or policeman, and not about dreams that come when people sleep. Okay, proved how atoms aren't outer. So yeah, also Jungian archetypes already doesn't scale anywhere. I didn't see anyone explaining it before. I even search it in many sites. But actually, I don't believe it scale anywhere. This is an obvious appeal to authority. Sound like this is what Jungian archetypes is. However, the scans you showed falls under appeal to authority, so this will just get dismissed, since you have no proof that Jungian archetypes does have present in the cosmology. Same for this. This scan is also misunderstood. Infinite doesn't have limits. And they say that they are going to it limit, so without context, this will just mean that universe is infinity in size, and knuckles have infinite speed as well. The scan literally say millions and not infinite. This just mean that the multiverse is infinite in size. This is also appeal to authority, and Ian Flynn's statements aren't valid, since he just ignored some events and feats. The only thing he can do is to make games or series or shows canon or non-canon. This scan literally proof that comics and game are different. I'm not gonna say anything. Bro really asked ChatGPT. I can literally go to C.I Goku and ask him about that. I get Sega in my side, and you get some black text in a white background. Invalid as well. The whole creation of the Arabian Nights is OD as well. Since those are fictional stories, those abilities just work inside the Arabian Nights as well. Since those are fiction, I explained before how dreams are just wishes. That doesn't exist in Sonic Shuffle. Omnipotent doesn't scale anywhere. Every scan from Sonic 06 will get ignored, since it's not canon. This wouldn't mean anything, since dreams doesn't exist. So that all what I have. I hope you like this video. Goodbye now.